Hello again, everybody. Welcome to USA Wrestling Weekly. It's time to take a look at this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. We start this week in Sofia, Bulgaria, where we return for the 2013 FILA Junior World Championships. The best 17 to 20-year-old wrestlers were on display. And last week, well, we covered the first day of Greco-Roman. This week, we'll catch up with the balance, the 5 days of competition in all three Olympic styles. Now, the goal for any athlete, any wrestler at this tournament is to capture a gold for their country. And the United States celebrated a brand new junior world champ in men's freestyle this year. It happened on the very first day of freestyle. 17-year-old Kyle Snyder ran the table, winning all of his bouts, coming home with the championship at 211 pounds. Now, several U.S. wrestlers had talked about Snyder, saying he was something special. When he hit the mat, he became that something special. He became everything they were talking about. He became a new junior world champ. Snyder was named the 2013 A6 High School Wrestler of the Year after his junior year at Good Counsel High School in Maryland. That's where he was a prep national champ. During his senior year of high school, he'll train at the U.S. Olympic Training Center before heading off to Ohio State in 2015. Now, Snyder's day started with an impressive offense, ending in a 9-2 tech fall over Radu Belur of Moldova at 2 minutes 20 seconds. In the quarterfinals, he showed tremendous poise on his way to an impressive 3-1 win over Yusuf Magomedov of Russia. Snyder scored the only takedown of the match late in the first period, then showed a rock-solid defense in the second when the Russian came at him hard. Snyder added a point in that third to secure the win. Now, the semifinals were another good test for the young man, and he passed with flying colors. He scored 4 two-point takedowns on the way to an 8-0 second period tech fall over Robin Ferdinand of Germany. The finals bout was an instant classic, one for the record books. Viktor Kashvili of Armenia came out early with some great upper body wrestling. He knew what he was facing. He threw Snyder to his back and nearly got the fall, but the Brazilian young man escaped, trailing 4-1 before breaking out with a barrage of takedowns, including a turn to take an 8-4 lead at the break. Now, in the second period, a 2-point takedown and a 1-point push-out earned him a 11-4 technical fall. Are you kidding me? For his performance, Snyder was named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week.
It was exciting. You know, I've been thinking about this tournament for a while, and I was excited to compete in it, and I was happy with my performance.
Well, the first day of men's freestyle was a successful one for Team USA. Oklahoma State star Alex Derringer powered his way to a silver at 163. Derringer started the tournament with 3 wins in the morning. He scored a 7-0 tech fall over the 2013 Junior European World medalist Lasha Gashkashvili of Georgia. 2 minutes 25 seconds the time of that one. In the second round, he emerged from a high-scoring shootout with 2013 European Junior silver medalist Bakhtiar Israfili of Azerbaijan. The final score was tight, 12-11. It was a classic back-and-forth bout, both athletes scoring early and often. Derringer took the lead and held it late in the second for a big win. In the quarterfinals, Derringer quickly pinned Tekran Kojiev of Uzbekistan at 1:27. He reached the finals with an impressive first-period pin over Georgi Bedesteno of Romania. Just 59 seconds is all it took. Derringer was defeated in his gold medal finals bout, however, by Alan Zisev of Russia, that one by tech fall. Zisev opened up the scoring, got a big 3-point throw off of Derringer's attack in the second, taking his big 7-1 lead into the break. Then Zisev finished it off with a score in the second.
I'm second in the world, so I mean, that sounds pretty cool, but I really wish I would have, invested a little smarter. He was real defensively, so I think I could have kept it closer.
Mark Gray, how did he do? Well, he opened up the day with 3 impressive wins of his own in the morning. He scored a 7-0 tech fall over Aaron Maher of Australia in just 22 seconds to start things off. His next match was another offensive clinic, a first-period pin over Adrian Krenitz of Hungary. In the quarterfinals, Gray beat Germany's Alexander Semisaro, falling behind early in the first before rallying back for a 6-3 win. Gray was defeated in the semis by 2013 Asian Senior Championships bronze medalist Noman Batbold of Mongolia. It was a tech fall there, 2-9. He trailed only 3-2 at the break, but the Mongolian was able to take control in the second and poured on the gas. He fell in his bronze medal match to Gamlet Romanov of Russia by tech fall 7-0. It was his 5th place finish. Gray is about to begin his career at Cornell. He talked about his experience at the Junior Worlds.
In the beginning, I had my feet moving really well. My attacks were going good. And again, the quarters, I had to come back and I had to fight there. That was good. And the semis, it just didn't go my way.
Now, the fourth U.S. wrestler, Pennsylvania high school star Ethan Lizak, went at 110 pounds. We lost to Ruslan Gazimov of Azerbaijan by tech fall, 11-4. Was 4 minutes 35 seconds into his only bout. We talked with assistant national freestyle coach Bill Zadig. He summed up the day for the United States.
We had 3 guys in the semis, and we're really looking for 3 gold medals. So after not getting what we wanted in the 2 earlier weights, to have him come out as a champ, we really needed it. It was a good shot for our team.
More from Bulgaria when we return. Stay tuned.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
The 2013 World Team Trials for both juniors and seniors will be held June 20th through the 23rd in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This is your chance to see national champs, world medalists, Olympians, all competing to see who will represent the U.S. at the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary, and the FILA Junior World Championships in Sofia, Bulgaria. Visit www.theworldteamtrials.com for all your ticketing and travel information. ASICS is the proud sponsor of USA Wrestling's national teams.
Well, day 2 of men's freestyle was a frustrating one for Team USA. No medals for the athletes. 145-pound Northwestern star Alex Surtzes finished with a 2-1 record, a 7th place finish overall. He opened with an offensive display, earning 2 tech falls. He stopped the athlete from Kyrgyzstan 8-0 in 47 seconds and put away Toma Vaskan of Moldova 8-0 in just a minute 30. Not bad work if you can get it. In his third match, Surtzes scored the first takedown to take an early lead over Payman Yavramati of Iran, but the Iranian took over the rest of the match to beat Surtzes. When Yavramati did not make the finals, Surtzes, well, he was out. At 121 pounds, Iowa Hawkeye Thomas Gilman finished with a 2-1 record and placed 8th. Gilman came out of the chute on fire with a pair of tech falls, scoring a ton of points. He put away Robert Cardos of Hungary 8-0 in 2 minutes 22 seconds, and then dispatched Dylan Hazan of Italy 7-0 in a minute 42. In the third round, he dropped a controversial decision to Georgi Vangalov of Bulgaria. Trailing by 4 points, Gilman came back strong in the second. He scored a 2-point takedown, then added another, which was initially scored as 2 points. Referees met, changed the score, leaving Gilman behind 4-3, which is how it ended. Gilman was eliminated from repechage when Vangalov lost by a single point in the semis. Also placing 8th at 185 pounds, Sam Brooks, another Iowa Hawkeye, who finished with a 2-1 record. Brooks opened with 2 impressive tech falls. He stopped Moyoyoshi Sakuraba of Japan 7-0 at a minute 57 in his first bout. In an amazing comeback, Brooks fell behind to Caner Demirtas of Turkey 0-6 in the first period of his second bout. With an arsenal of takedowns and turns, Brooks scored 13 straight points to get the tech fall. The score, 13-6. Can you believe it? In the third round, Brooks did not get his offense going. He lost by tech fall to Alexander Hushtin of Belarus, 0-7, 3 minutes, 6 seconds, the time of the bout. Brooks was eliminated when Hushton lost in the semis. Now we go to 264 pounds. The big, strong guy there, Austin Marsden. He was defeated in his only bout, dropping a tech fall to 2012 cadet world champ Georgy Gogaev of Russia. The final score 0-7. Marsden did not qualify for repechage when Gogaev was defeated in the semifinals. Russia won the team title with 62 points overall. Azerbaijan took second with 49 and Iran third with 46. The U.S. finished a strong fifth. Not a bad effort, but not what the athletes and coaches were aiming for. Here's Bill Zadig.
With Surtis and the Iranian, he came out and scored right away. He knew the guy was good, and he came out and wrestled hard. And then he got into a situation where he wrestled a little bit comfortable, and that guy felt the change in pace, and it gave the Iranian confidence, and he started wrestling then. And we didn't match his rise in level.
Well, another big story at the Junior Worlds, Ophir Bernstein, who wrestles at Brown here in the U.S., he entered the tournament for Team Israel. That's where he was born and also holds citizenship. Bernstein opened with a victory over Vladimir Remel of Germany by tech fall 7-0, then defeated Hossam Mustafa of Egypt 7-2. In the semifinals, Bernstein drew an Iranian opponent. For political reasons, Iranians do not compete against athletes from Israel, and Bernstein advanced to the gold medal finals where he was beaten by Vladislav Valiev of Russia. It was a silver medal for the talented Brown Bear.
I know it sounds a little bit cliche, but honestly, I was just really trying to take it one match at a time. I didn't really know what to expect. It turned out I had a pretty good draw, and I knew that if I wrestled smart, I had a good chance of being in the final, but I didn't want to look too far ahead. And I did. I wrestled pretty smart so far.
Next, we take a look at our Junior World Women's Freestyle team. The American women would capture a medal on day one. Competing in her fourth Junior World Championship, Erin Golston at 97 pounds. She won Junior World bronze medals the last 2 years and was focused on doing even better this year. She's a full-time resident at the OTC. She opened with an 8-0 tech fall over Elise Mena of Honduras. Golston scored a 2-point tilt for exposure in the closing seconds of the first to close out the win. In the quarterfinals, Golston got her offense going, looking sharp in a 7-0 tech fall over Rina Akuna of Japan. She earned her trip to the finals with a stunning 15-second pin via cradle over Sheetal Tomar of India in the semis. In the finals, Golston started strong against Emilia Bodnau of Moldova. In the first, she scored a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer for a 7-2 lead. In the second, Bodnau rallied back with 8 straight points for a 10-7 victory over the talented American. An emotional Erin Golston talked to us just after the medal ceremony.
I know I'm going to learn from this experience. Overall, I think I had a pretty okay tournament. I didn't get scored on really until the last match, so I'm happy with that, but I do need to learn how to close out matches better, and I know I'll be better next time.
Thanks, Erin. All three of the remaining U.S. wrestlers in competition were unable to enter the repechage when the athletes they lost failed to reach the finals. Competing in her third Junior Worlds, Jenna Burkert finished 8th at 130 pounds with a 2-1 record of her own. She scored a quick 7-0 tech fall over Lisa Holgersson of Sweden in just 46 seconds. In the second round, she won a seesaw battle over Tetyana Kit of Ukraine, finishing off an 11-6 win. In the quarterfinal match, it was Petra Oli of Norway who was able to get Burkert on her back in the second period for a pin. Oli did not reach the finals, knocking Burkert out. At 112 pounds, two-time Junior World team member Haley Agello was pinned by the Junior World bronze medalist from 2012, Lilia Harishna of Ukraine. American Lorianne Ramos lost by tech fall to Kona Suzuki of Japan at 147 pounds. Neither were able to get into the repechage when their opponents failed to reach the finals. We talked with assistant women's coach Erin Tomeo about the day's action.
We did fall short, but we didn't get beat. It wasn't somebody else taking it away from us. We just kind of stopped believing in ourselves, maybe giving our opponent a little bit more credit than they deserve.
Our news from Sofia, Bulgaria continues when we return. Stay tuned.
Wrestlers, are you ready for the next step? USA Wrestling challenges you to test your skills at the USA Wrestling Cliff Keen Athletic Folkstyle Nationals. Become a national champion. Head to the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa on April 5th and 6th to compete against the best wrestlers in the country. Last year's event featured 1,200 cadet and junior wrestlers from 32 states on 26 mats. For more information about this event and other tournaments, visit usawrestlingevents.com.
season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Well, the second day of women's freestyle also ended with an American taking a spot on the medal stand, competing in her second Junior World Championship. California native Jennifer Page. She trains at the OTC at 138 pounds. She opened the day with dominance, winning her first three bouts with ease. Page pinned Sarita of India at 3 minutes 54 seconds her first bout. Her next two wins were by tech fall, stopping Karolina Lovik of Norway 8-0 in the first period and Tetiana Lavernchuk of Ukraine 7-0 in the second. This put Jennifer in the semifinals against European junior champion Bush Tosun of Turkey. Page never got her offense going there and fell by 10-1 tech fall. Page rebounded in the bronze medal round against Niem Gurel Bernie Batar of Mongolia. She scored a 2-point takedown in the first period for a 3-1 lead, but when Bernie Batar pushed the action, Page got another key 2-point takedown in a scramble, winning the bout 6-3. Last year, Page was fifth at the Junior Worlds. This year, she wears the bronze.
I had 3 matches leading into the semifinals, and I teched all those girls. And then I lost in the semis. It was a close match, but didn't go so well. And then I pulled off a win for third place, so I guess it ended all right.
Another U.S. wrestler with a strong day was Colorado native Cody Fau, who will attend Oklahoma City. Throws beating Zelina Zarapova of Kazakhstan 7-0 in just a minute 23 in bout one. How about that? And Kamala Aliyev of Azerbaijan 7-0 in 36 seconds. Now, her only loss came in the quarterfinals. On favorite, Litsa Yegarian did so by tech fall. Now, Fau got back into the bronze medal match through the repechage, where she scored an impressive 7-0 tech fall over Veronika Taranik of Belarus. A minute 17 seconds, the time of that one. In the bronze medal round, she was defeated in a wide-open battle by Fredrika Ida Peterson of Sweden. Tech fall there, 11-4. Earning a 10th place at 121 pounds was King University's Sarah Hildebrand, wrestling her second Junior Worlds. Hildebrand had a strong opener, an 8-0 tech fall over Simona Prikab of Romania in 3 minutes. In her second bout, Hildebrand did not score in a tech fall loss to Larisa Slobiak of Ukraine. Now, when the Ukrainian made the final, Sarah got a repechage bout but was pinned by a Russian opponent in the first period. Also competing in her second straight Junior World Championship, King University star Julia Salata at 158 pounds. She was defeated in her opening bout by Rui Zhu of China. Technical fall there, and was not eligible for the repechage when Zhu lost in her next bout. The United States finished in 7th with 27 points. The trophies went to Japan, runner-up Russia, and third place Mongolia. U.S. Junior World Team coach Marcy Van Duzen talked about the day.
With this age group, it's so important to build their confidence and to have them realize that they are ready for that next level. So I think that's kind of a big thing that we've been working on with these juniors.
Well, last week we brought you the first day of Greco-Roman action at the Junior Worlds. This week we bring you day 2, where the U.S. would capture their very first medal in competition. Who did it? Well, Minnesota big man Sam Stoll took advantage of a second chance and rallied back to win the bronze at 264 pounds. The Minnesota high school star opened his day with a clutch 4-3 win over Alexandros Papadopoulos of Greece. Trailing 3-0 in the second period, Stoll had a big three-point throw before adding the winning point. In the quarterfinals, Stoll faced hometown favorite Yanislav Koliev of Bulgaria. Again, he trailed early but ran off 10 straight points for the 10-2 tech fall. Stoll ran into trouble against Abbas Abdullayev of Azerbaijan in the semifinals. Stoll was unable to keep him from racking up the points on takedowns and pushouts, losing by tech fall 8-0. He did bounce back, however, in the bronze medal round where he secured a body lock, threw and pinned his Iranian opponent in the very first period. An excited Sam Stoll talked about his performance.
Biggest thing I learned was just believe in myself the whole time. And coming into the tournament, I was just excited. Didn't really know it was going to happen first time internationally, but I was just excited, doing what I love to do.
Winning his first two matches before losing in the quarters was Isaiah Verona at 121 pounds. He placed 8th overall. It was his second straight year at the Junior Worlds. Verona opened with an impressive 8-0 tech fall over Daniel Kokar of Slovakia, finishing off in the first period. He had a battle in the second round with Amujan Mahmudov of Uzbekistan. Mahmudov had two one-point lifts in the first period, but Verona tied it up in the second on a caution point and a push-out. The score, 2-2. When time ran out, the Uzbek athlete could not score, and Verona won on criteria. Nika Setshaladze of Georgia stopped Verona's run, scoring a tech fall in the second period. When the Georgian was defeated in the semis, Verona was out of the tournament. Finishing with a 1-2 record was George Mason wrestler Sahid Kargbo at 145. Kargbo opened with a good mix of technique and quick reactions to earn a tech fall over Filip Saksik of Croatia in the second period, 8-0 the final score. We go to the second match for Kargbo. It was a strong effort against Bolvadze of Georgia. The match was tied 2-2 at the break, but the Georgian scored on a step out and a throw to emerge with a 6-3 win. Kargbo got pulled back in when Bolvadze won in the second or the semi-final match. In his repechage match against Mikhail Kozla of Poland, Kargbo was leading 5-1. He was thrown to his back and pinned. Dropping his only bout at 185 pounds, two-time Junior World Team member Lucas Sheridan. He fell to Tariq Abd Aslam Shabil of Egypt. Final score 0-5. Well, the United States tied for 9th in the standings with 14 points. Russia, the champ, Azerbaijan took 2nd, and Iran 3rd. U.S. World Team coach Rodney Smith.
I think there's a lot of promise. There's a lot of promise here. Without a shadow of a doubt, we know we have the ability. We have the talent. These kids have the skill set. But I think on this level, if I'm to be totally honest, we got to be mentally sound in critical situations.
USA Wrestling Weekly continues on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
Well, last week we told you about the special Rally for Wrestling event to be held at the Cooler in Alpharetta, Georgia, August 30th through September 2nd. Well, the exciting celebration of wrestling will be a fitting conclusion to the summer over Labor Day weekend. This week, new information on the amazing lineup of clinicians. Rally for Wrestling Atlanta will host a 3-day training camp featuring 5 Olympic champions. The camp is just a part of the Keep Olympic Wrestling event that'll also feature a send-off for the U.S. Men's Freestyle World Team as they prepare to leave for the 2013 championships in Budapest, Hungary. Olympic champ Brandon Slade, 3-time world champ Lee Kemp will headline the group of instructors for August 31st. Also making appearances, Olympic bronze medalist Nate Carr, Olympian Sanshiro Abe, and junior world champ Bubba Jenkins. On September 1st, campers will learn from the most decorated heavyweight wrestler in history, Bruce Baumgartner. He won 2 Olympic golds and 1 silver and 1 bronze. Olympic and world champ Tom Brands, Olympian John Azevedo, and 2-time NCAA champ Wade Schellis are the other instructors on the day. Now, the final day of the camp features wrestling legends Dan Gable and John Smith. They're teaming up with Bruce Baumgartner. Smith is a 2-time Olympic champ and 4-time world champ, while Gable, well, he's also an Olympic and world champ with a legendary coaching career at the University of Iowa. USA Wrestling team coach and world champ Zeke Jones will be on hand to be a camp clinician as well. On September 2nd, campers will get an exclusive look at the U.S. World Team as they participate in open workout for the fans in attendance. There's also a limited enrollment for the training camp, so I'm going to encourage each and every one of you athletes to sign up now. Don't wait. Get on board. Register for the event at rallyforwrestlingusa.com, and I'll see you there. Well, it's time for our Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are coming from the fans around the country and are being considered for our contest page in USA Wrestler Magazine and our Facebook page. Now, this week, the photo is taken by Pauline Atchison Downey. It shows Tristan Jarbo, a junior from Columbia High School in Idaho, pinning his opponent from Caldwell High School in the District 3 tournament. Jarbo went on to win his 3rd straight District 3 title. Have your photographs considered for our contest by emailing them to Gary Abbott at usawrestling.org. Folks, that'll do it for this week's show. From all of us here at USA Wrestling, I'm Scott Casper, and thank you very much for watching.